So this is just kind of a fun game that you can play with Penny to help her learn to generalize and understand all of the cues that she already knows. I recommend practicing this game specifically with behaviors that are really more important right now, and also things that you're okay with her offering frequently. I normally suggest that puppy parents not to teach a whole lot of cutesy tricks like shake and stuff like that, or at least not to spend a lot of time on them when they're young. So dogs learn when they're at a very young age, whatever behaviors they have the longest reinforcement history with, those are the behaviors that they really stick with in times where they're frustrated or when they're confused and they don't know what to do, or that's kind of their way of asking for things. So we really want kind of her sit and her down to be the way that she asks for things and what she kind of relies on. I've seen a lot of people that teach their dog speak at a young age, or they teach their dog shake at a young age, and then that becomes a way that our dogs try to get our attention. When I was a lot younger, we had a husky. I still have her, but she's much older now, and I ended up taking her from my parents. But my parents taught her shake, and that was the second thing that we taught her. She knew a sit and a shake. And even now to this day, even though I've worked really hard against it and she's gotten a lot better, every now and then if she gets frustrated, she will paw at me. And it doesn't really feel good, especially when you've got a big dog, unless you've got your hand out, right? Sometimes they try to paw at your arm or something like that. So really be working on those behaviors that you want her to offer a lot. So occasionally I'll give her treats for laying down when I don't ask for it. But if I don't ask for a shake or something like that, then I don't reinforce it. So just make sure you're only reinforcing those kind of behaviors when you ask. So I call this game cue roulette, and it's just to help her generalize the cues and not get them mixed up. A lot of times when you ask a dog to sit, they'll lay down, and then vice versa. So I'm gonna take a treat, so she has to get up to get it. Down. So if you notice, I waited for her to kind of think about it and make that decision rather than me repeating the cue over and over, which can be confusing to our dogs. So now I'll ask for a sit, yes, down, down. Yes, good girl, good girl. So we really want that response to be quicker, right? So that's why we're practicing this. I'll practice in a bunch of different positions. With my dogs, I'll practice with my back turned with them. I'll practice with me laying on the ground next to them, because I want my dog to be able to respond to the cue no matter what position I'm in. Down. Good girl, good girl. And so if she were to lay down when I asked her to sit, you have the option of resetting her by throwing her a treat and asking again, or you might decide to take a step back and just reinforce when she offers the proper behavior. Okay. We'll see if her down is any faster this time. Down. Yes. So she's not really used to me asking for that when I'm sitting like this. So, ready? Cookie in. Down. I really want that to stick out in her mind, so I'm going to give her a few extra treats. Again, I'm not saying the cue over and over and over unless I think that she's moved on to another thought. down. Yes. So that kind of changed it there by giving her a few extra treats. I want that down to stick out in her mind. I want that to be a really strong behavior. Free. Down. Yes. So this time we're going to mix it up a little bit. And I'm going to ask for that sit. Again, I want her to know that there's a difference between sit and down. A lot of dogs will start to confuse the two. Free. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Good job. Free. Okay, all done. Take a break. One last thing. Make sure that she's focused in on you before you cue her to do something. If she's not looking at you or focused on you, she's not going to do what you ask, and you're just going to make yourself frustrated. So try to get her attention, or just wait and reinforce her when she does happen to look at you. You're such a smart girl. Yeah, you are.